What's going on, everybody? It's K4K Crypto here, and we're going to go over some of the most important updates in the news currently in the crypto sphere. First off, we've got the Coinbase investigation going on by the SEC just on the 10th in the afternoon. And so if you saw the last video, there was a $1 billion loss for Q2 for Coinbase. If you have funds on Coinbase that don't need to be there, I wouldn't recommend keeping stuff on centralized exchanges. These things seem to, as more of a rule nowadays, go under and give almost nothing back to the people who had funds involved in any of these things. If you're not holding your crypto the way you're supposed to in your own wallet under your custody, you're not using crypto correctly, if you lose all your money after you've been warned, that's on you. I would recommend people move stuff to their own wallet that they have control of and nobody else does. If you're looking for security tips for securing your stuff, I do have videos on that if you want to check my other main channels. Anyway, on to the next stuff. The crypto exchange Bitfinex may be facing criminal investigation. If you aren't aware of them, they're kind of like a large exchange that's been around for a long time, even back in 2017. And its sister company was hit with several investigations over who uses its platform and the state of its reserves, because they also basically run Tether, and that's under investigation. It seems like there's tons and tons of crackdown on crypto lately. Just be careful out there keeping any coins that you have on an exchange or something where you don't have complete control. It seems like the US government is cracking down on all this crypto stuff, so you want to have full control of your stuff, you better have it in your own wallet. Now this is really interesting. So this is basically the guy who has the most say in what the MakerDAO does. Like, obviously it's a DAO, so it's decentralized, but he's been able to come up with like around 10 or 12% or so, influence with regards to making decisions for the DAO. And he has an idea for, since the US government's going around sanctioning DeFi protocols, maybe MakerDAO is next. They want to de-risk by getting rid of that stablecoin USDC. And the way they might do that is by using that USDC, which is $2.26 billion, and using it to buy Ethereum. And Ethereum has even less liquidity than like a Bitcoin. So it should actually move the price even more than Bitcoin got moved by billions of buying. So Ethereum might actually get a little pump out of that if they do end up transferring all that to get rid of that USDC counterparty risk. Now the Ethereum merge has been scheduled for mid-September. There may be a proof of work version fork of Ethereum that comes out at the same time with the chain splits during the merge. And that would give you a doubling of your coins, similar to the pulsechain. If you've been to pulsechain.com, you're also getting a doubling of your coins, but on a faster network, even faster and cheaper than Ethereum 2.0 will be at launch. And I think there's just a lot more opportunity in a brand new thing than something that's been around for like 7-8 years. We've got the US judge says Robinhood must face market manipulation claims over trading restrictions during the 2021 meme stock rally. Lots of crypto crackdown from US government coming around. So if you have any funds on these types of things, if they go bankrupt, you may end up losing everything. I would say withdraw your funds, keep custody of your own stuff. You don't want to be the one in the headlines who lost everything. Now this is a picture from BitBoy's Lamborghini, and Richard Hart was actually in BitBoy's Lamborghini. As you can see it in the background of this picture, there's that Lambo picture, that Lambo lit up sign, and then there's the Lamborghini picture right there from a video from BitBoy where he showed off the inside of the car, and it has that spoiler on the back, which you can see in the back of this picture too, where Richard was hanging out with BitBoy in BitBoy's Lambo in the US. Now there's another sweet podcast coming up with Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street. Basically, Richard Hart's going to be on the podcast. How awesome is this going to be? So you should be excited about that. I've seen Jordan talk, and he's a very, very smart guy. He has really great advice for lots of things, but I think Richard Hart takes the cake for crypto knowledge, and I think he's going to help this guy out and make for an entertaining show. On top of that Ethereum hard fork happening, there is threads on what to do to maximize your exposure to ETH so you get your copy of Ethereum on whatever. I don't think that's entirely necessary, but if you see this guy, you can go and check out his thread on the best way to maximize this ETH fork. And BlackRock launches private trust offering clients exposure to spot Bitcoin, and they have basically $1 trillion in assets that they're willing to liquidate to buy freaking Bitcoin. That's what they seem to keep talking about. Then we've got the Ethereum Go Early testnet successfully merges to proof of stake. So that was kind of like one of their last ones of testing to actually, getting ready for mainnet. Mark Cuban has been sued for allegedly promoting bankrupt crypto lending platform Voyager. Poor Cuban might have to pay a fine. Rents rising, still inflation problems. Stay safe out there, guys. That's the news for the day. Peace out.